Hey everybody, welcome to your mat. Today's practice is a full body flow with emphasis on strengthening the back line of the body. Let's get started out reclined on our mat, but this time we're going to be on the belly. So make your way onto the belly. And then you'll make a little pillow with your hands for your forehead to rest on. And just shake the hips a little side to side. Maybe lift and lengthen the right leg and lay it down. Lift and lengthen the left leg and lay it down. And then we'll just breathe right here. 3 breaths together. Breathe in through the nose. And then open the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Open the mouth. And then one final time, breathe in. Pause at the top. And then let it go. Rock the head side to side. And then pause in the center, keeping the forehead on your hand pillow. Think about your right leg. Start to lengthen back through the right leg and lift the whole right leg up off the ground. Lengthening. Your forehead stays glued to your hand pillow. Keep lengthening through the right leg. Now imagine you're tracing out some little circles with your right toes. We make circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, pause and reverse. Making your circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, pause and hold at the top. Lift the right leg just a little bit higher. Then slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Think cobra in the chest. Start to peel the heart up. Lengthening heart toward the top of your mat. The right leg still lifted and active. Press into the hands a little more. Lift the heart. Stay exactly as you are, or start to reach your left arm forward. So your left arm and your right leg are lifted. Your right hand and your left foot are firming into the ground. One more breath here. And then lower yourself down. Re-find your hand pillow. And then think about your left leg. Start to lift and lengthen your left leg behind you. Trying to lift the whole leg up off of the ground. And then trace out some little circles with your left toes. Circling for 5. Last 3, 2, and we reverse our circles. Trying to keep that leg lifted, making the circles about the same size for 5, 4, 3, 2, pause and hold. Keep the left leg lifted. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Think cobra in the chest. Start to peel the heart up as you press the hands down and pull them back. Press even more firmly into the left hand. Keep lifting the left leg. Stay or reach the right arm forward. So your right arm and your left leg are lifted. Your left hand and your right foot firming down into the ground. Last breath. And lower yourself down. Re-find your hand pillow. Shake your hips. Now keeping your forehead glued to your hand pillow, think about both legs. Start to lengthen them back and lift them up off the ground. Trying to lift the thighs up as well. Lengthening back. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders. Think cobra in the chest. Lift the heart. Keep the legs lifted. Reaching back. Stay as you are, or start to reach your hands back in space. Arms reaching back. Top of your head reaching forward. So we keep the neck long, an extension of the spine. One more breath, a little more energy through the limbs. And then lower yourself down. Return to your hand pillow. Shake your hips. And then slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back to tabletop position on hands and knees. As you find tabletop, we start to find cat and cow. Inhaling as the heart nudges forward and exhaling to round up. Just 2 more like this, inhaling into your cow. Exhaling rounds you into cat. 1 more round, inhaling and exhaling. Then a change. Inhale the heart forward. Exhale rounds you up. Pause here in the rounded position. Shift forward. Let your shoulders stack over your wrists. Really press the ground away underneath the hands. Now start to press the tops of the feet down firmly, lifting the knees up off the ground. Keep shifting forward. Shoulders stay over the wrists. Slowly lifting your knees up until you roll over the toes, finding your downward facing dog. When you find your downward facing dog, start to pedal the feet. And then pause in your downward facing, letting the heels reach toward the floor. It's okay if they don't touch the floor, but they're just reaching in that direction. At the same time, your tailbone is lifting up a little higher. A gentle bend in the knees. Push the ground away. Then inhale, lift the heels up high, ripple forward to your high plank. Pausing in your high plank, push the ground away. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale lifts you up, ripple forward, high plank. Pause. Downward facing, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the heels, ripple forward, high plank, and pause. Hold it here. Keep pushing the ground away. And then point your right toes back, letting just your toenails touch the ground, holding. Then bend the right knee. Start to reach your right toes over to the left. Maybe they tap the ground. And you come back to center. Then let the toes reach over to the right. Maybe they touch the ground. Come back to center. To the left. And center. To the right. And center. Changing it up. To the left, we pause. Hold it here. Lower yourself down to a seat. Your right leg is bent and your left leg is long on the mat. Look at your right hand out in front of you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lift up into your wild thing pose. Pressing into left hand and the feet. Then have a seat right where you were. Both arms reach up high. Take an inhale. As you exhale, we take a twist to the right. Pausing here in your twist. Think about lengthening up out of the lumbar spine. And then if you're going to twist a little deeper, right rib cage leads the twist. A couple more breaths here. You're welcome to stay as you are, or let your left hand reach down and find the edge of the right foot. You can start kicking the foot into the hand. Options to stay or add on. Maybe reaching the right arm back. Maybe floating the left leg up. 1 more breath. If you lifted the legs, lower the left leg, lower the right foot, unwind. We find our high plank, returning to our mat. From your high plank, shift forward, shift forward. Maybe you lower the knees down as we find chaturanga. Bend the elbows straight back. Cobra or up dog, breathe in, heart forward. Downward facing, breathe out, hips are high. Unplug the hands, walk the hands to the feet. Forward fold at the back of your mat. Bend the knees a lot, let the head hang heavy, let the torso be heavy as we find a ragdoll. You could grab on to opposite elbows or reach around behind the legs. And then release all 10 fingers toward the floor, forward fold. Halfway lift, find length in the spine, breathe in. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, looking up between the hands, upward salute. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, the arms reach up high. Catch opposite elbows, and then step the right foot behind the left. Lengthen up through the upper body, and then lean over to the left. Finding a big stretch down the right side of the body. Then upright the torso, bring the hands to the heart, Standing on your left foot, we'll find tree pose with the right leg coming out to the side. Any version of your tree, you're welcome to reach down and adjust the lifted foot. Taking a breath here, finding your balance. Then bring the right knee toward the chest. We'll take a twist, dancing Shiva, left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Open up your chest to the right. Then come back to the center. Interlace the fingers around the right shin as you draw the right thigh in closer to the belly. Lift your chest, puff it up. And then find neutral. Release the right foot, step it down in front of you. And setting up for pyramid pose, so not a big stance, a long stance here, kind of short. Start to press the right big toe down, pull back on the right hip, and then hinge forward, bowing the torso only halfway toward the ground. Nice flat back. Think about the top of your head reaching forward as your tailbone reaches in the opposite direction. One last breath here. Start to bend into your front leg, your right knee, and lift onto your back toes. So the back heel lifts up off the ground. Now point your back toes behind you, so just your toenails are on the ground. Bend deeper into your standing leg, the right leg. Straighten out your back leg, just toenails touching the ground. Keep drawing low belly in. Pausing here. Hands are at hips or reaching back. Start to lift the left leg off the ground. Lift it up. Not moving anything else. We tap the toenails to the ground. Tap. Lift the left leg. Tap the toenails down. One more time, we lift the left leg, pause, bend a little deeper into the standing leg, and then find your warrior three, straightening the standing leg, maybe lifting the left leg just a little higher. You can change the arms if you'd like. One more breath, and then we exit in the reverse that we entered, so lower your left toenails to the ground. Then the left toes find the ground. Start to straighten through the legs. Turn to the left side of your mat. To your left foot, Skandasana, side lunge. Heel toe that right foot away from you as you bend into the left knee. Let the right toes point up toward the ceiling. Left hand reaches down toward the ground. Right arm reaching up. Then look toward your right foot, crawling both hands all the way to the inside of the right foot. Plant the left hand down, and then reach the right arm up high, finding a simple twist. Lean your right shoulder back. And then bring the right hand down outside of the right foot. Soften your left knee down. Start to squeeze your left glutes as you upright the torso, low lunge. Inhale here, cactus out your arms. Then think about leaning back. We want to lift, pull up, lean back. One more moment. Inhale, upright the torso, reach high. As you exhale, we'll find a half split. Bring the fingers down to the ground. We slide that right foot away, keeping the left hip stacked over the left knee. Point and flex the right foot. And then pause in a dorsiflexion, toes pulling back to your face. Stay exactly as you are, or crawl your hands slightly to the right. Just seeking out a little sensation down the outside of the right leg. And come back to the center, runner's lunge, fingers to the ground as you lift the back knee off the ground. Shift forward in your runner's lunge. Then we find standing L or split, shift into the right leg, let the left leg lift up. Keep firming into the standing foot, squeezing left glutes. One last breath. Chair pose, left foot meets right. Lengthen through the tailbone. Shift your weight back, maybe you lift the toes. Shift your weight forward, maybe you lift the heels. Lower the heels, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Look up between the hands. Hands to heart, exhale. From here, keep the hands at the heart, but heel toe your feet apart, almost as wide as your mat, turning the toes out, heels in. From here, we reach the arms up high, breathe in. As you breathe out, cactus out the arms, lift the heart, then let the hands find the low back. Press the hips forward, keep lifting the heart, taking your gaze up higher. And then slowly upright your torso, come back to neutral. Reach your arms forward and then sit your hips back and down, finding bear squat. Top of your head reaching forward, same direction as your fingers. Tailbone reaching back. Stay here, take an inhale. As you exhale, lift up onto the toes, letting the heels leave the ground. We find a little balance, letting all those muscles of the feet work so hard to keep us stabilized. For 3, for 2, bring the hands down to the ground. Option to find a crow pose here. Bring the knees toward the backs of the arms. If you're finding crow or playing with crow, take your eyes or your gaze just a little bit farther. So don't look straight down, but look a few inches ahead. Option to meet in chaturanga. You can either hop back or step back. Then the elbows straight back, finding chaturanga dandasana, we pause. Always an option to have the knees down, hold. Then inhale, cobra or up dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Take a breath here. In through the nose. Open the mouth. One more like that. Breathe in. Let it go. Inhale, lift both heels up high. Ripple forward to your high plank. Stay here in your high plank. Start to point your left toes back. Maybe left toenails touch the ground and hold right there. Staying firm in your core, firm in your plank. Bend your left knee. Start to reach your left toes over to the right. Maybe they tap the ground. Come back to center and then reach them over to the left. Tap to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left, to the center. Change is coming. To the right, we hold and we have a seat. Look forward at your left hand, then lift up into your wild thing, pressing into the right hand and the feet. And then have a seat right where you were. Reach both arms up high as you breathe in. Twist to the left as you breathe out. Find your tall spine. Just like on the first side, we lift up out of the lumbar spine. And if you twist a little deeper, let left rib cage lead the twist. You're welcome to stay as you are, or let your right hand reach down toward the pinky toe side of the left foot. You can start kicking foot into hand. Staying or adding on. Maybe left arm reaches back. Maybe the right leg leaves the ground as well. And if you lifted the legs, lower the right, lower the left, turn to the right. We meet in high plank. Shift forward in your high plank. Option to lower to your knees. We're going to lower all the way to the belly this time, but slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Landing on the belly. Bring the forehead to the mat. Reach the arms back for locust pose. Take a breath in to prepare. And then as you breathe out, lengthen to lift. Soften the muscles of the face. Little more energy through the legs. Think about your shoulder blades. Can you squeeze them together behind you and then slide them down the spine? Last 3. Little more energy for 2. And 1. Float all the way down. Find your hand pillow. Rest your forehead on your hand pillow. Shake your hips side to side. Then pause. Slide the hands underneath the shoulders, tabletop. From your tabletop, find your cow pose, inhaling the heart forward. Exhaling, rounding up into cat. Push the ground away. Stay here in your cat position. Shift forward, let the shoulders stack over the wrists. And then start to press the tops of the feet down, lifting the knees off the ground. Keep lifting until you roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Unplug the hands, walk the hands to the feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. Halfway lift on an inhale. Refold on your exhale. Rise all the way up. Reach up, look up. Maybe a little back bend, pressing palms together, lift the heart. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, the arms reach up high. We catch opposite elbows this time, and we cross the left ankle behind the right. Lengthen up and then lean to the right, finding space along left side body. And upright the torso, bring the hands to the heart. Standing on your right foot, we find our tree pose with the left leg and the left knee angling out to the side. Feel free to make adjustments, allowing the side to be whatever it needs to be. One more breath. And carefully bring the left knee toward the chest. We find our dancing Shiva, right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Peel the chest open to the left, reaching out. And then come back to center. Interlace the fingers around the left shin. Draw the thigh in close to the torso. Lift the chest, lean back slightly. And then upright the torso. Release your left foot down and forward, setting up for our pyramid pose. Press your left big toe down, slightly draw the left hip back, and then lower your chest halfway. Hands at hips or arms reaching back. So the top of your head reaching forward, your left big toe pressing down, left hip pulling back, tailbone reaching back. One last breath here. Then start to bend into your front leg, your left leg. Lift the heel of your right foot, that's your back foot. Bend more into your standing leg and then point your right toes back behind you. So just the toenails touch the ground. Stay here, bending a little deeper. Then slowly start to lift the right toes off the ground. The whole leg lifts behind you. And then we tap the toenails to the ground. Lift it up. Tap it down. One more time, we lift it up. This time, we lean forward a little more, straightening into the standing leg, finding our warrior three for just a moment. Keep dialing right hip down. Then we back out of this in the reverse that we entered. We slowly lower the right toenails to the ground. Then the toes, straightening out through the left leg. We turn to the right foot, Skandasana. Heel toe the left foot away. Bend deeply into the right knee, reaching your right fingers down to the ground. The left arm reaches up high. Then look towards your left foot. We crawl the hands to the inside of the left foot, finding our simple twist. The right hand plants down. The left arm reaches up high. We lean the left shoulder back. Then bring the left hand and plant it down outside of the left foot. Soften your right knee down to the ground for low lunge. But before you lift the hands off the ground, start to squeeze right glutes. Then lift the torso. Cactus out the arms. Think about pulling up, lifting toward the ceiling, lifting the chest, leaning back. Then upright the torso, reach the arms up high. On your exhale, we find our half split, bringing the fingers down toward the ground or all the way to the ground. Sliding the left heel away, we point and flex. Then pause in a dorsiflexion, toes pulling toward your face. Stay as you are or crawl your hands slightly to the left. Looking for sensation down the outside of the left leg. Then crawl your hands back to the center. Rebend into your left knee. Fingers stay on the ground as we lift the right knee off the ground. Shift forward. Standing L or split into the left leg. The right leg lifts behind. Firming into your left foot. Squeezing the glutes of the right leg. One more breath. Chair pose. Right foot meets left. Bend into your knees deeply. Sweep your arms up. Send your hips back. Find that even weight distribution under the feet. One more moment. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift on an inhale. Refold. Exhale. Rise all the way up. Reach the arms up toward the ceiling. Press the palms together. Find a little back bend. Hands to heart. Exhale. Keep the hands at the heart as you heel toe the feet apart. About as wide as your mat. Toes out. Heels in. Then reach your arms forward. We're going straight to our bear squat. Sink down into your bear squat. Hips moving back in space. Top of your head reaching forward. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, we lift the heels. Balance on the toes and the balls of the feet. You can keep hanging out in your balance, or if you'd like to play with crow pose, bring the hands down to the ground. Knees to the backs of the arms. Your gaze slightly forward. Maybe lift a toe or 2 or 10. And you're welcome to hop back. We meet in chaturanga. The shape, the pose, chaturanga with elbows bent straight back. And you'll make your way there. Always an option to have the knees lowered to the ground. Pause and hold for 3. And 2. Lower all the way to the belly. Bring the forehead to the mat. Reach your arms back alongside body. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, find your locust pose. Lengthen to lift. Lots of energy through the arms and the legs. You're welcome to take the arms out to the side or reach forward. We're here for 3 and 2. Return to your little hand pillow. Rest your forehead on your hand pillow. Shake your hips. And slide your hands underneath the shoulders. Tabletop position presses you back. Keep the eyes closed as you find cat and cow. Inhaling the heart forward. Exhaling rounds you up into cat. Pause in this cat position. Shift forward. Let the shoulders be over the wrists. Now start to press the tops of your feet into the floor. Lifting the knees, lifting the hips, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, inhale, lift the heels, ripple forward to your high plank. Point your right toes back and bend the right knee. Stay here. We reach the right toes over to the left, tap. Back to the center. Reach the right toes to the right, tap. Back to the center. Last time to the left, we pause here, find your wild thing. Right arm reaches up, hips are lifted. Look up and back for your right fingers. 3-legged dog, the right leg is high. Plant the right hand, send the right leg high. Inhale. As you exhale, right knee to the right elbow or armpit, hold. Then over to the left, we pause. Look off to your left, fall in triangle. Slide the right leg away. Turn your chest toward the ceiling. Open up. Back to your 3-legged. Inhale, the right leg high. As you exhale this time, warrior 1. The right foot steps to the top of your mat. Offset your feet side to side slightly. So it's like your feet are on railroad tracks rather than a tightrope. So the right foot is on the right track, left foot on the left track. The pinky toe side of your left foot firms down. Lift the inner arch of the left foot, igniting the whole inner line of the leg. Arms reach up. Cactus out, lift the heart, take your gaze up. Then find an interlace of the fingers behind the low back. Inhale, stretches the hands away from the low back, opening up the chest. And as you exhale, we find humble warrior. Dive down inside of the right leg. And then you're welcome to stay here, or you can pivot onto your back toes. Start to shift more weight into the right leg, and then lift your left leg. Toppling tree. One more breath. Return to your warrior one. Upright the torso. Then turn it into warrior two. Take up more space. Longer stance on your mat. Looking out over your right middle finger. Then turn your right palm up. Peaceful warrior. Reach forward, scoop up, lean back. But keep pressing right shin forward. A simple twist. Cartwheel the left hand down inside of the right foot. Right arm reaching up. Pivot onto the pinky toe side of your left foot as we turn this into side plank. The right foot steps back to meet the left. And then you have options here. Anything you like with your side plank. You can lift the top leg. You can find a tree plank. Any version at all. You're even welcome to lower the left knee down for supported side plank. One last breath. Let's meet in high plank. Shift forward in your high plank. Option to lower to your knees as we find chaturanga. Pause. Hold it. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Pausing here in your downward facing. Unplug the hands, walk the hands to the feet. Chair pose at the back of your mat. Sink down. One more breath. Forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Rise all the way up. Look up between your hands, maybe a little back bend. Forward fold. Halfway, we breathe in. Refold, breathe out. Crawl your hands forward to your high plank. Pausing in your high plank. Point your left toes back so just the left toes touch the ground. Then bend the left knee. Start to reach your left toes to the right. Maybe they tap the ground. Come back to center. To the left, tap. To the center. To the right, we hold. We go ahead and lift into our wild thing. Chest lifting. Look up and back for your left fingers. Three-legged dog. Plant left hand by right. Send the left leg up. Inhale. As you exhale, left knee to the left elbow or armpit. Hold it. Bring it over to the right. Hold it. Look off to your right. Fallen triangle. Slide the left leg away. Chest shines up toward the ceiling. Search back for your right fingers. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Left leg high. As you exhale, warrior one. Step to the top. Find your setup. Offsetting the feet side to side. Thinking about that back foot, the pinky toe side of the back foot firming to the ground, lifting the inner arch, igniting that whole inner line of the leg, the arms reaching up. And cactus out the arms, lift the heart. We find an interlace behind the low back. This time the other thumb on top, the weird thumb. Gently pull the hands away from the low back as you lift the heart, breathe in. As you breathe out, we find humble warrior diving down inside of the left knee. Bringing forehead toward the left big toe. Stay as you are, or find toppling tree, pivoting onto the back toes. Keep a deep bend in the front knee. And then start to let the right toes and toenails leave the ground. Last 2 breaths. Return to your warrior 1. Arms reaching up. And then let's turn this into warrior 2. So take up more space. Longer stance. Look out over your left middle finger. Your eyes are soft. Then turn your left palm up, peaceful warrior. Reach forward, scoop up and back. Keep pressing left shin forward. Then simple twist, cartwheel the right hand down inside of the left foot, left arm reaching up high. Lean back. And then let the right heel pivot over to the right, bringing the pinky toe side of the foot down to the ground. We step to our side plank. Any version of side plank. And it's okay if it's different on this side than the first side. One more breath. High plank. Shift forward. We slowly lower for a count of 8 all the way to the belly. Bend the elbows straight back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the forehead to the mat. Reach your arms back alongside body, preparing for bow pose, Dhanurasana. Bend both knees. Reach the hands back to catch the feet or ankles. If that doesn't seem accessible for you, just stay in locust pose, reaching the limbs long. Take an inhale. As you exhale, kick the feet into the hands. A little more energy. The legs working so hard to help lift the chest for 3, for 2. Slowly release. Find your hand pillow. Shake your hips. And slide your hands back underneath the shoulders. Tabletop. Cat and cow, inhaling the heart forward. Exhaling rounds you up into cat. Stay here in your cat. Shift forward, shoulders over the wrists. Press into the tops of the feet. Lift the knees, lift the hips. Roll over the toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts high. 3-legged dog. As you exhale, we find pigeon pose. Right knee to the right wrist. And then we soften down to the floor. Keeping the chest lifted. Let the chest lead the way. If you crawl the hands forward, chest leads. Just find a place to soften. One more breath. And start to walk your hands back towards you. Lean into your right hip just enough to bring your left knee to the sole of your right foot. Tucking your left foot back. We'll find a half hero's pose. Walking ourselves back. You can stop at any point. We're looking for a stretch across left hip flexors here. So you can just lean back into the hands or lower onto the forearms. Or maybe you lower all the way to the back body. But you figure out where you need to stop. Just a few breaths to soften. And then slowly we'll make our way back upright. Lean more into your right hip. Keep sweeping your left leg around. Letting the left leg be long in front of you, find a figure 4, crossing right ankle over the left leg. Bend the left knee, walk your hands back, lower yourself onto your back body once again. This time we thread the hands around the left thigh, pulling the legs in closer to the body. Just a few breaths here. And then gently release the hands. If it feels okay, maybe you cross the legs, crossing thigh over thigh, the right leg, right thigh over left, and then let the legs fall over to the left. If the crossed legs don't feel good for you, change it. And then gently back to center. Unwind the legs. Draw both knees into the chest. Begin to rock and roll forward and back. We'll meet back in our tabletop position on the hands and knees. Inhale into your cow pose, heart forward. Exhale, rounds you up into cat. Stay here, rounding. Let the shoulders stack over the wrists, maybe forward of the wrists. Stay here. Press the tops of the feet down. Lift the knees, lift the hips, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. On an inhale, the left leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, we make our way to our pigeon pose. Left knee toward the outside of the left wrist. And then you settle down. Settle in. Remembering to let the heart lead the way. If you're going to crawl the hands forward, chest leads. And then just breathe for a few moments, settling in right here. Take one more breath. And then start to walk your hands back towards you. Lean into your left hip. Bring your right knee to the sole of your left foot. Tucking your right foot behind you. We'll find that half hero's pose, slowly walking the hands behind us. And then lowering yourself to your own degree on this side. The sides might feel very different, so just figure out what each side needs and meet yourself right there. Every time we show up on the mat, we show up just a little bit differently. We've collected different experiences, eaten different foods, slept different amounts, so we can't expect the practice to be the same every single time. Just see where you are today, and that's a great place to be. One more breath right here. Then slowly start to make your way, uprighting the torso. Lean more into your left hip as we sweep the right leg around, long in front of us. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh, maybe slide your right heel in closer, and then slowly recline onto your back body. Wrapping the hands around the right thigh this time, pull the legs in close, finding your reclined pigeon. And then just breathe. You can explore from here too. Any extra movements, feel free to take them. And then keep the legs, but release the hands. We're going to cross the left thigh over the right, and then let the legs fall over to the right. Finding that twist. Remember that you can change the legs. They don't have to be crossed. And then gently back to return to the back body. Rolling onto your back body, unwind the legs, separate the feet a little wider, let the knees sway left and right. Then pause in the center. Draw both knees into the chest, give yourself a squeeze. Maybe peel your head and shoulders up off the mat. And then happy baby. Relax the head and shoulders down. Let the knees move outside of the rib cage. And then you hold on to the legs where it feels right. Maybe the back of the thighs, the calves, maybe the sides of the feet. Rock a little. Maybe explore straightening one or both legs. And then draw your knees in toward the chest. Begin to rock and roll. We're just returning to a seat. Rock and roll. Find a seat. Any comfortable seat. You can cross one shin in front of the other. Let the hands rest in the lap. Establish the tall spine. Top of the head reaching up. And we'll conclude with 3 breaths. Begin by exhaling the air currently in the lungs. Then breathe in softly and gently through the nose, filling the lungs up. Pause at the top. Open the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Pause. This time an audible exhale. And then one last time, breathe in through the nose, softly and gently filling all the way to the top. Pause and hold. If there's space, maybe you sip in just a little bit more. Keep holding the breath. Then open the mouth, let it go. Allow the mouth to close, and we blink the eyes open. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you have a beautiful day and we get to practice together again soon.